I just realized the mic isn't working. There we are. Hello, Toma. Thank you for making me so very wet with the watering the fox and nothing else. I thought I had everything set up. I apparently did not have everything set up, so that'll do that. No, do not waterboard the fox. God damn it. We've been over this. No waterboarding the fox allowed. But it is lovely to see you. Ow, ow, ow. I was talking here for the past 2 minutes, but such is life. We're doing another one of these little, morning asterisk streams where, I get done my daily little chores. Asterisk in that I always plan to do it in the morning, and it always takes me until the afternoon to actually get started. So, yeah. Yep. After that, we can maybe do some Minecraft as a little reward to, you know, for being a good girl and getting everything sorted. So once again, doing my Anki deck, my Japanese flashcards. Currently on a 521-day streak. Ah la la. Actually, is that the same for the JLab? I'm doing that for longer. No, it's 521 for all of them. Yee. Average of 80 cards a day. It is definitely a struggle. Though I think the average kind of gets like messed up because certain days I do a lot less than others, certain days I do a lot more. I'm not sure if that daily average is based on like in general, like throughout the entire streak. Because way in the beginning, I was doing something like 100 cards a day. Now it's probably something more towards like 40, 50. The do thing is a bit misleading because every time you miss a card, it gets put back in the deck. So if you miss 10 cards, that is adding another 10 cards to your total. So each time it's not daily in terms of how many you see. It's daily in how many unique ones you see. It's daily based off of how many you actually go through in total. But yeah, that's enough stalling. I should do it. I should do the thing. I should start doing my chores. Okay, we can do it. We can do it. But yeah, it'll probably take a while for people to funnel in, but that's alright. We're not doing anything particularly important or worth seeing. It is just kind of an excuse to hang out and chill and, keep each other company while we both do separate things, perhaps. Yeah. But I move on to my Anki. Okay. Oh, this is an easy one. That is the informal way of saying no to something. The interesting thing is, it can also, if you remove one of the U's there, this is like the kind of ooh, U sound, becomes yes. That confused me a good bit at first. It's like yes, yes, I agree kind of thing. And if you hold it, it's no. I wonder why that is, but I don't know. That is a really interesting sort of interesting way to do things. I wonder like where the root of that is. Sashimi, that's raw fish. That's probably something that a lot of people already know. The sashimi. That's a common word. They will not all be so easy. Like, okay, gyoza. That's not too bad. That's, dumplings. Gyoza, another word that sometimes you see in, if you go to the supermarket, you might see something advertised as gyoza. So, it's okay. Dumplings. Oh, this. Marui, I think. I was like the shape of a circle. No, N. Uh, yeah, N is circle.
Okay.
I am entirely confused by this one. This is the deck for my Japanese textbook. So I'm hoping I've been over this a little bit. I plan to go through all of the vocabulary in this textbook and then go back to actually reading the textbook and studying it like a proper textbook. Because the stopgap for me has always been the vocabulary. Vocabulary because of how I would study the textbook, I would do like, an hour of the textbook a couple times a week. But learning entirely new vocabulary takes a good bit of time. Like, I could spend that entire hour learning vocabulary and just doing flashcards, and I would still struggle with it. So I figured doing it slowly over the course of a long time and just having it part of my Anki deck will make it easier. The consequence of that is I'm not entirely sure what the use of N is. It's similar to actually same exact spelling as yen, the Japanese currency. Interesting little fun fact. It is I believe the Y in yen is kind of like something that was brought about through foreign trade and influence. Kind of like how, it's similar to how like Germany is called Germany, even though in the language it's called Deutschland. Kind of like, it's neat things like that. But maybe that, I don't know. There might be some weirdness with how the Anki deck is imported, or it's an entirely separate word, and I don't know. But I just need to learn the vocabulary itself, and then I'll learn more about it in the actual book. Tatsu is to stand. E. I remember there was a way I used for remembering this kanji. Forget what it was. I think for one thing, it's not too bad because su at the end of a word is not too common, so I was able to kind of remember it just off the top of that. But I think I might have used like the flatness in order to kind of mentally picture a seat. It was yeah, I don't know. It was to sit. No, to stand. God damn it. Uh, okay, I'm a little bit. I'm not doing too good so far. We'll have to do a bit better. Not too good sign. This is a one that I'm struggling with. This is. It's not kodomo. Kodomo is the word for child or fruit. I'm still learning. But it has a similar kind of hatch pattern for its second kanji. This is not that. This is. Yeah, it's not food. It's not henji. Damn, I'm gonna need to. No, it is gyudon. That's meat bowl. Yeah, beef bowl.
Gyudon.
Yep, that'll have to go back in the deck. There are some new words that I'm struggling with. This is what I have to get through it. Nisuite. That is the little tilde there implies it's sort of supposed to mean that this is attached to another phrase, another word, or is this supposed to come after something? Nisuite. I believe that means like about, concerning this thing, whatever is preceding it on the tilde. So it's like about that, and then you continue on. So it kind of like marks the sentencing about concerning.
について
Nitsuite. I do need to remember this specific character. It's not su, it is tsu. There's a little tsu. There's a little tu and zu is a su and zu is like a very difficult thing for someone in the beginning stages to learn. Something I still struggle with a good bit. But there is like just a little bit of difference in like for tsu, your tongue touches the roof of your mouth and it causes that little pause, that little little there's like a little bit of a pressure there, a little stop. I don't know how to describe it. Well, su is just like, SU. Easy. Su, zu. Very slight difference if your ear is not trained for it, I feel. Yep, we got that. Moving on. Oh, me, ki. I know Miki. Oh, Miki. I think this might be a new word entirely. Uh, the O, me, and ki are all just regular katakana characters. The this and this are both kanji, so I have no idea how those should be pronounced. That is always the difficulty with kanji. You know, with a lot of other languages, you could maybe sound out a word in order to jog your memory, or even perhaps try and glance some kind of meaning. Not such a thing here. This is very similar to ski, the word for like to like something. That's the verb for liking, enjoying something. I doubt this is oskimi. This is probably just similar looking kanji. Okonomi yaki. Okonomi yaki. Savory pan. Why do I need to know this one, Anki? Okonomiyaki. Okay, I guess. I suppose the current lesson in this part of the textbook is food. Some things, man. Mmm. Oh, damn it. I know this particular character. It has many different pronunciations, many different meanings. Struggle with it. Usually it is tied to food, but in this kind of occasion, I think I have no idea what it could be. Shokudo. That is an old one. Shokudo. Jog my memory. Shokudo. It's just a word for meal? Cafeteria dining. Yeah, okay. I think the clue is like shoku often relates to food, just in general. Do maybe related to, buildings, areas. So they can try and use to remember it. It does kind of have that rectangular structure that could help remind me, That is a lot of doing kanji, is just kind of finding whatever tricks you can in order to remember everything. Betsuni. Something that is not important. Something that is like, doesn't matter. I believe that. Yeah, that word's... No, it's not Benri, it's Betsuni. There's the ni. I often confuse it with Benri, which is the kanji for convenient. Because I think it has like the be sound and it has a similar beginning character, but the entire second one is entirely different. But yeah, this is Betsuni, something that is just nothing in particular, That's good. That's good. Okonomiyaki. Okonomiyaki. That we just have is a savory pancake. Okonomiyaki. It even for words like this, it is helping me with my pronunciation a little bit, helping me remember. Yes, that is the kana for ya. Good things to be taught, to learn. Is this kekkonsuru to get married, or is this sojisuru to clean? Both have been in my deck recently. Both have that suru. It's kekkosuru. Yes, that is what I was thinking. We'll put it on hard though, so I get it again a bit sooner. If that is the verb to get married. Put it on hard, get it again in 2 days, just to make sure it sticks. Kaigi, a meeting. This first one, kai, I think it is, refers to a lot of bureaucratic stuff I've seen. Gi. I don't know what the connotation of gi is. I've only ever seen it in this context. But yes, this is kaigi, having a meeting. Oh. This is one I struggle with a lot because it looks superficially similar to another kanji. It is either jimoto, which is the word for local, or it is tochi, the word for land. It's the thing with like kanjis, that they all look kind of similar, and you just need to memorize which one's which. I believe this is specifically Tochi. Nope, it's Jimoto. Got it wrong. Coin flip. I gotta learn to do it better. Local. Yeah, like, the thing is, I never know how to memorize this one in particular. How to like make sure I remember that it's this one in particular. Jimoto. Jimoto. Is there anything here I could use as the pictograph to kind of like my first thing comes on the two parallel lines make me think of like could help me think of like you know, structure, you know, buildings, streets, local. But, you know, that's a stretch. I probably will remember it in the moment. Not remember it in the moment. Unless I have to try and do better. Sometimes it just takes a lot of rote memorization, and then you get it eventually. Hmm. Yeah, this one is. Oh. Um. It's easy. It's a Tane. This is a store clerk. In used for like, people, especially in working situations. Tannin. Yeah, either that or it's Eki-in, which is someone who works in a train station. But I'm pretty sure this is Tannin. Yeah, store clerk. Lovely, lovely. We're getting it. Kyokasho, textbook. Lovely. I used to struggle with this one a lot. I do notice it does have the final kanji for right, apparently, kaku, which is interesting. So maybe that is something that could help. That is also the same kanji in oshieru, to teach, but I'm not sure. Thing is, like, it just looks similar. Tosuto. Toast. Toast. Sometimes you do get, what's it? Katakana, I believe. Or is it hiragana? I think it's katakana is the one for loan words, which is very much just ends up being sounded out. You just need to learn which sounds these all represent, and then you can sound them out, and you can usually kind of figure out what the intent is. To, held note, so to, su, to, su, to, toast. That is a new one, apparently. This is N, which is a circle. Lovely, lovely. We're kind of getting some of the ones that were further back in the deck. This is Shufu, housewife, I believe. Yes. Shufu. I know a lot of people in my communities would love to be a nice little Shufu. Suchi, soil, I believe. Yeah, that or it's ue above. But I believe ue only has one of these little cross bar segments. So you see how it has that little line and the cross through it? If I remember, ue only has one bar that goes off to the right. It does not have the left one on that little bit up here. Or am I getting it the other way around? Huh. If I remember, yeah, ue kind of looks like an arrow pointing up. I think this is actually ue, and I've got it the other way around. Nope, this is Suchi. I talked myself out of it. I talked myself out of it. Goes back in the deck. Tatsu, to stand. Remember this. Toru, to take a picture. This is one I always mess up with. I think it's not specifically take a picture. It is just to take. But I've only ever seen it used in the way of taking a picture. I've never seen it used in, like, physically grabbing an object and, you know, taking with you. I usually see that with, what's it? Motsu. motsu to like grab or to hold, and then you could add te iku to express forward movement away, which is then take and then go to, run off with. Uh, motsu teiku, motteiku. But not in this case. This is toru to take a picture. We're thinking, we're using our head, we're getting there. Ah. Okay, where were we? Yes. This one. What the heck was it? Oh my god. I need to do better about this. This is one that we had earlier. I should remember it. It should be in my brain. Oh. Let's see here. Just let me cook for a little second. Let me cook. Her call was related to food. Gyudon? Beef rice bowl? Yes, okay. It was this hatch thing that made me remember this time, because this kanji I've seen other places, this one is pretty new. I think what got me in the end was I started to imagine this little square as being representative of a bowl, and the little line in the middle being the beef, which is silly, but if it works, it works. Gyudon. Beef rice bowl. And the thing that helps me if I know the pronunciation, is that udon is just another type of food. Now, if I recall, udon is like noodles. So I don't know what it has to do with the rice bowl, but you kind of, I don't know. It gets me in the right track at least, which is the important bit. This one, shakai. Kai, we've went over, is used for like, people in like, groups, for bureaucratic sorts of things, for people who are working jobs. You can kind of get these connotations from it. Sha. Sha is often used in like religious context. Is it this specific kanji? But in this case, there's actually the word for society here, shakai. Now, yeah, they each have separate weird little contexts, and they both combine in weird ways, but you can sort of kind of grasp at straws to figure out what the words might be kind of saying on their own and how that combines together. In this case, shakai, we all need to remember, is society. But I'm kind of getting to the point where I can sort of grasp the meaning of the individual characters and use it to remind me of where it needs to go. Hello, Bird Swag. Lovely to have you. I am doing my Anki deck. This is my Japanese flashcard deck. Currently trying to learn Japanese. Currently struggling hard with kanji. And in the end, it becomes just kind of bashing my head against this wall and waiting until I memorize all of these words eventually. And we're getting there slowly, but it's a journey. One that is lovely to have company for, so it's lovely to have you. Hopefully my yapping can be, nice little background noise for you as well. Or if you are trying to learn Japanese, maybe it'll help a tiny bit. Having someone else to yap about it, I have been doing my Japanese flashcards for 522 days. Hopefully we're going to make it 523 today. It takes some time, but I'm learning. I'm getting there. Now I have the pressure. The pressure's on though, because now I need to impress you. We'll have to see. Shoku, often used for food in a lot of different contexts. Shoku do, the do, I am trying to remember. It has that kind of rectangular straight shape with a lot of structure. In this case, it kind of could be interpreted as a building, an area. Shokudo, food area. It's a cafeteria. I don't know if that's actually what dol means in this, but that's just kind of what I'm choosing to interpret it as in order to make my memorization a bit easier. Cafeteria dining comments. Ah, lovely to have you as well, Effie. Lovely to have you. Welcome, welcome. I am almost done with this deck. I'll have to get through it, and then I can get my reward of Minecraft or whatever. Lurkin, but have fun? Oh, lovely to have you, Lurkin. I hope I could be good background noise. Ha ha ha. So lovely to have you all the same. Oh, Nikki. Oh, we had this one before. Oh, this was the word. This was the word for a savory pancake. Because apparently this part of the deck is centered around, food. Now, I did notice my mouse hovered over there, but I was looking down, so I did not see what it meant. Don't spoil it. Don't give me the answer. I need to remember this on my own. It was, I believe it's called okonomi. Okonomi. Yes. Actually, yes, similar to the word for similar to the kanji for dokomo for child. I don't know. Kodomo. Yeah. I'm getting sidetracked. Okonomi. Ah. Fuki? No, Yuki, Suki. The good thing is that I know all of the Japanese sounds in the language, so sometimes I can just kind of run them through my head and find the one that fits, that I remember it being. Okonomi no Taki no Okonomi no Suki. Was it Suki? Okonomi no Suki. No. Okonomi no. Give me a minute. This will take a bit. Okonomi no. Okonomi no. It didn't have. It was not one of the special characters that you change by adding the little accent on the end. No, it was. It was a base one. I'm just gonna go with Okonomi no Suki, and I'll be wrong. Yaki. I always forget. The Y vowels are such a uncommon one that I always forget it. Okonomi no yaki. That is a savory pancake. Okonomiyaki. Eh, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Goes back in the deck. We'll have to review it again later. That's just how learning works sometimes. Jimoto, local. Trying to remember, that kind of looks like a street. Those two parallel lines. That can kind of jog my memory a little bit. Jimoto, local, feel like an area, you know? Uh, I almost said heya, which is the word for a room. No, this is. Oh, it's one of two things. I recognize the bu here. It's either manabu, which means to study, or gakubu, which means a department. It all depends on this beginning character. Now, I believe this is gakubu. That is a department. Because I'm pretty sure manabu is different. And this also is a similar character to the one I remember for, oh, is it? The word for school. What is that? I always forget the one for school. It is. It's not gaku. Kogaku? Yeah, it's kaigaku. It ends in this character. Gakubun. I think it's like, what is it? I'm curious. I'm gonna look it up really quick. I know the word for high school is kogaku, and the word for student is gakusei. So that first character does a lot. That is, it is the one for like school things. Uh, gakko is the word for just a school in general. That's it. Yeah. Gakko. Now, and then you have kogaku for elementary school. No, it's shogaku. Kogaku is damn kogaku. Kogaku. Is that high school? No, high school is just koko. I'm curious. I'm curious. I'm. No, kogaku is engineering. Yeah, I'm not on a huge tangent, but yes, it's this one is related to schools, and that is a good way to remember it. So department, faculty. There we are. So yeah. And yeah, so that's how it gets me. Is like school was in the building. So yeah, department, faculty. Yeah. This one again. Let's hope I can remember it. It was just here a minute ago. Oh, okonomiyaki. Okonomiyaki. Savory pancake. There we are. Tosuto. That is toast. You gotta love it when it gives you katakana, because it's just sounding it out. It's just English, but written in Japanese alphabet. What is this? Suchi soil. Lovely, lovely. Kekkon suru. That is to get married. No, soji suru. Damn it! Tricked myself. Too clean. Konomiyaki. That is the savory pancake. This is soji suru. Too clean. I talked about it earlier that I would get these confused, and I did, but this time it was because I was too excited to get through it. And I didn't take a look to realize the card was different. That's okay, we only have one deck left, JLab's beginner course. This deck is my favorite because it is just a full sentence from some kind of anime or Japanese drama, and we get to actually grind our teeth against a full Japanese sentence. Sore, that, ga. As for that, kind of, ga is used for a lot of emphasis, like, that. It has like a lot of emphasis put on it, kind of more strong than using wa. But sometimes it is also just the way that you construct certain sentences, so it's not too hard and fast to rule. But watashi, mine or me. Actually, the no is what makes it mine. So me, my yume, dream. So that is my dream.
それが私の夢。
それが私の夢. That is my dream. The ga sounds, yes. Sore, that, yes. Ooh. She nakute. She, do, na is negation. She, not do, wa, naranai. Shi nakute wa naranai. I believe that te wa naranai is used for what is it? I think I've been over this before. It's like another word for not doing this is bad. I'm not entirely sure what the exact reasoning is for that. Nara is, it can mean like become. Oh, I don't know. Nara nai. Nai is, bad or not. Eh. But the main thing to remember, and the thing that the deck has taught me so far, is that it means just not doing this is bad. And so, not doing the thing would be bad. We must do the thing. So you see, yeah, the na there. So if we don't do, bad. Yeah, I just kind of take all this to mean just bad. Do not, bad. Must do, then. We must do it. Must do something is expressed by the negative te form plus dama, ikanai, or naranai. Ah, yes. So by saying not doing the thing is bad, it takes like a use of this double negation, for sure. I still struggle with the double negation, but we're getting there. Tatsu, to help. Tatsukete kure. Kure is a kind of soft command to do something for you. It's based on kureru. We've been over before, is the word for doing a favor for the speaker. Kure is more short, it's more punchy, a little bit more rude. So it's kind of a soft command. So that with help, tatsukete, that'd be so someone saying like, help me, do it. You gotta. It's a command form of kureru. It's rough and casual, for those who want to sound particularly commanding and manly. Kowai, scary, frightening. Hanasu, to talk. Very important one to learn, to talk. Suru, do. Na. Difficult. So one thing I've been learning is that the trailing na at the end of a sentence, that can either be a marker for a kind of explanatory tone, either you are seeking an explanation or you are giving an explanation, kind of is used for like presenting new information or asking to be given the answer to something without directly making it a question. Kowai hanasu suruna. So they kind of do a frightening conversation, na. Or na can also be another bit of the command forms. I recall, I think it was based on pronunciation. So in that area, it'd be like, I command you to. No, it's used to command to not do something. It's saying don't do whatever has been before it. That's why it is has the na sound, which almost universally is used for something that is the opposite, something bad, something that is not whatever you're talking about. So a negative command, don't talk scary, don't say something scary, don't, talk about scary things. It's either that or it's asking for an explanation. Is it going to be scary, perhaps? So yeah, in this case, it's usually the pronunciation that helps you. So you listen to the pronunciation real quick. Okay, so that sounds like it should be a command. That is if it is a command, then that is a command to not do something. So it is like, stop talking scary, stop telling me scary stories. There we are. In order to get the negative command form, simply add na after the verb. In some cases, it's easy to mix up with the na sentence ending particle, but the latter is used for seeking confirmation and the pronunciation is very different. Again, it's rather rude. We already had hanasu to speak. Here we have hanashi wo suru. Okay, so there's a little bit more here. What's this? This deck adds things like this where it will have a little bit more context, a little bit more things you can learn, but they are usually optional. I'll take a look at it real quick. It's usually a short little read. I'm trying to understand the message between hanashi o suru and hanasu. When one is usually well, hanasu literally means to speak. It has the nuance of a conversation or chatting. It's friendly. Okay. We saw that we have a say that Yamada the bigger you give it enough. Now, unless you work something that no longer just okay. If you don't like each other, you don't speak to everyone. You might not be friendly enough to open up and chat. Okay, but the hanasu o suru might infer that an exchange has a bit more depth and content than a bare literal meaning of just speaking. Okay, so hanashi o suru is kind of more casual and chill, more friendly. It's like you're chatting with someone. So the example used here is the difference between like saying you chat versus saying you speak with somebody. Like, oh, I spoke with this person about the deal, or versus I chatted with my friend the other day. Hanasu o suru is the chatting kind of connotation. So okay, that's an interesting one to learn. I'll keep that in mind a little bit. It shouldn't be too important, but it is a nice little thing to have. This is a summary page. This is usually used as like a kind of recap of things we've already learned. I like to keep them around in the deck a little bit just to kind of give me a bit of a reminder every now and again. Have something to have all this information in one place every now and again, get me to go over it more and more, make sure it sticks. So summary of asking for favors, making requests, and commanding people. Let's go over it real quick. Mizu o kudasai is please give me water. Kudasai, very formal and nice and friendly. It is asking, please give me the, please do it for me, mite kudasai, please look. It's very, it's soft. It's yi. But you can drop the kudasai. So te kudasai is one way to do it. O kudasai is yes, I see. Sorry. The o of o kudasai specifically is referring to like objects you are being given. So you are being given water, mizu o kudasai. You would not say mi o kudasai. That would be like, please give me look. That wouldn't really make so much sense. In that case, use te, the te form, kudasai. So please do something, please look, mite kudasai. But you can drop the kudasai if you want to be a little bit less formal. It's not really in order, so they're casual. Hey, look, mite, look. Mi nai de kudasai. You have the nai, so you are negating it. You're saying, please don't look, adding that to kudasai. Mi nai de is, be more casual. Don't look. It's not really in order, it's casual. Mite kuremasu. Yeah, kuremasu. Kureru is kind of a doing me, the speaker, the favor of something. Could you do me the favor of looking? Or kuremasen, the could you do me the favor of not looking? Oh no, sorry. The negative is also used in the "can't you give me the favor?" That is sometimes something we see in English where using a negation to make a request is kind of seen as a little bit more soft, but a little bit more, oh, won't you do me this solid, you know? It is not too difficult of a concept. We do use it sometimes here. Mite moremasu. Can't I receive the favor? It's very strange, but yeah, it's a little bit more focused on you getting the thing versus them giving it to you. Eh. Minasai, uh, it has the watch, polite but firm. So nasai, it's still polite, but it is less casual and more pushy. At least not in a too bad a way. Um, yeah. Miro, that is the command form. It's very casual and rude. And miruna, don't look, that is the negated form of the command. So casual, very rough, very rude. I used to mix up some conjugations. Maybe keep the following in mind. Miro, the command form, taken as volitional, which however is mio. This is always the case for ru verbs. Taken as volitional, whichever is mio. Miru na. Negative command versus na sense ending particle that adds emphasis for seeks confirmation. The pronunciation is very different. Minaide versus minakutte, the negative te form. Minakutte. Yeah. And order, okay, mate, order from matsu, mate, te form matsu. Oh, yeah, there are some things here that very much trip me up. I will need to focus more on those later, perhaps, when I'm not focusing on other things. But yeah, this is going over things that are very easy to mix up and you just need to remember. Not too important right now. I will put it back into the deck, get it in 60 more days, get more of a thorough look into. Kisu no 興味とか考えて教えて kiss. I think that's kiss. 興味 no 意味 what is it? 意味 is meaning, the meaning behind something, the kiss's meaning とか things such as the meaning of a kiss 考えて consider about it, think about it. No, I don't know.
キスの意味とか考えて
I think about the meaning of this kiss, perhaps. Yeah, think about the meaning of a kiss. Okay. I did mess up Imi, so we're gonna put it back in the deck. That's meaning. 大丈夫かな? That is the explanation form.
大丈夫かな
Yeah, so that is not saying don't. Daijobu is the word for like okay, feeling good, feeling okay, feeling alright, or doing okay. Something that is just okay. So, as for being, okay, explanation, it is not saying don't be okay. No, this is just saying like, are you okay? Is it okay? Yeah, the pronunciation is different, so that's what that's teaching us. What was this? Okirareru ka. Oki is to get up, I believe. Rareru is the what's it called? Is it the I forget what the term is called, but it essentially is the form you add to a verb to express that it is able to be done, that it is possible, that doing this thing is for sure something that can happen. So it's kind of asking, get up, able. Are you able to get up? Ka makes it a question, so are you able to get up? And then the person replies, We went over this earlier, we mentioned this, just the single is yes. If you hold the U, is no, but this is yes, they can get up.
起きられるか
Can you get up? Kisu no imi. So the meaning that belongs to the kiss. No, we kind of glossed over this a little bit. Is like possessive. So the kiss meaning are connected. Toka. Toka is like things such as, you know, X, Y, or Z. Things such as the meaning of a kiss. Consider, think on it. Oshiete. So think about the meaning of a kiss. Wow. Probably someone who is, you know, struggling with their love life, is thinking about relationships. Maybe saw their crush get kissed and is like, oh my god, think about what that could mean. It's silly. It's cute. Sono Toki. That time, that, yeah, Toki is time, so that time. As for that time, wa is the particle that specifies the subject. So as for that time, is this akiramete, hajimete? Nasai. I believe that might be akiramete. Yes. Akirameru is the word for giving up. That is to give up on something. So, at that time, give up, nasai. Nasai is... which one is that? Shit. Is that the negated form, or is that the normal form? It is, I believe that is a command in this case. So, as for that time, give up. Or as for that time, don't give up. It's kind of saying, when that time comes, I need you to blank. Either give up or not give up. I'm just struggling which one it is. Usually I would see that na and say, you must not give up. But I think nasai is just one thing on its own that means a command. So I think it is, you must give up when that time comes. As the moment, if this happens, give up. Yes. Sono toki, at that time, at that moment. Akirame, the stem of akirameru, to give up. Nasai is used together with the verb stem to issue a friendly yet firm command. Yes. Okay, we got it. We got it. Warai takereba waratte kure. Okay, so warao is the verb for laughing. Ni. Te kure, do me the favor of laughing. Now, waraita kereba. Kereba. I believe that means if. Waratta kereba. Warai. Yeah, kereba, I believe, is if in this case. And the ta is a shortening of tai, which is to want to do something. You see that after a verb, it means you want to do this thing. So, waraita kereba. If you want to laugh, then do me the favor of laughing. So if you want to laugh, then laugh. God damn it, you know. Someone kind of seems like someone maybe a bit fed up, but or yeah, it's just kind of like, yeah. If you want to laugh, then laugh. This is a fun one. It's rough and casual for those who want to sound particularly commanding and manly. I want to know what the context of that scene is, but it seems like maybe someone is thinking they're being made a joke of, but is ready to prove that person wrong. Ooh, I can imagine that. Honto, real or really, honto, honto ni, real, yeah. Nara. Nara is another one for if. If this is real, kore, this, wa, watashi, me, dake, only, no, mondai, problem, des, kara. Kara, I believe it's because in this instance when it's used at the end. So that's a whole lot of things, but let's see if we can put it back together. Because, it's being used as like the reason for something, maybe is a continuation of another sentence. Because if that's real, this is only my problem. So it's a tough one. You need to think a little bit, but yeah, if this is true, then it's only my problem.
本当ならこれは私だけの問題ですから。
いい。本当ならこれは私だけの問題ですから。What you say is the truth. This thing is only my problem. Yeah, dake is one that I struggle with a little bit. It's a new one. Okay. Janakata. Janakata. Kata is a past tense. Na as negation to that. Janakata. Ja is used for amending that idea to an adjective. So this must be an adjective. So whatever this adjective, yeah. We're applying past tense and negation to an adjective. So that adjective was not the case, essentially. The adjective in question is, I believe I remember this one. Yes, okay. Machigai. Machigai. That is the word for difficult. I remember I learned this one early on because I wanted to express the idea that Japanese is difficult. Japanese, Nihongo ga mijikai. I messed up a little bit. Nihongo mijikai. Japanese difficult. So machigai janakata was not difficult. So it was, yeah. Doing this, no, a mistake. Muzukashi. Muzukashi was the one I was thinking of. Machigai is a mistake or an error. I made a mistake just now. Machigai. I made a machigai. Okay. Doing this wasn't a mistake. Alright. I was so confident there, but I mixed those two up. We just have to keep going then. Sugoi. Great, or a lot. You might hear that one a lot in anime. Sugoi. It is used for something that is like really good, or for something that's especially exceptional in some way. Maybe it's big, or there's a lot of something. Watashi ni mo misete. This is difficult. I also mo. Ni is used for like a direction towards. Misete. Si sete. Misete. And the sound is often used for things like the similarly to rareru, but I don't think that's the case here. Sugoi, watashi ni mo. I also see. Yeah, I'm not getting it. Also, show. Misete. I see. So this is a new one. Okay, I think this might be te kudasai in this case, and then show mise. Mise is to show someone something, I suppose. Let me... Yeah, okay. No, actually, yeah, okay. Osoba. Osoba ni itte mo ii desu ka? Te mo ii ka is asking for permission. Literally, like, is it good? I is the word for good. Is it good if I do something? Osoba ni iku, to go. Ni iku is go to somewhere. Go to an osoba, perhaps? Osoba is... Ah! Osoba. Osoba is closer. Closer to the listener. Osoba ni iku, go closer to the listener. Te mo ii desu ka? Is it okay if I get closer to you? May I come close? Soba. Near, besides. You can ask for or grant permission using the pattern te mo ii. Yes. This is from Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann. Yakusoku shita noni. Noni is even though. She, do, ta, past tense. Yakusoku is a promise. So, even though you promised. Yes, yes, yes. This is not actually a word, it's more of an exclamation. You kind of see it sometimes like, what? Kind of sort of things. Anata, you, kind of actually a little bit rude to say. In Japanese, you usually omit the word you from a sentence. You just say someone's name, perhaps, or let it be inferred. Dokomo, where, also. When you put that together is anywhere. But if you negate that with a nai, then it becomes nowhere. So, you, nowhere. Keiga. Keiga is a wound or an injury. So if you put this all together, you are not wounded anywhere. You have no wounds. You are injured nowhere. Gohan, food, or rice, but gohan can mean either. Tataka. Atata. Atatamete. Atatamete. To warm up something. Atatame. Yeah. Oku. Teoku. Teoku is to do something in preparation for the future. And ka, the question particle. So, kind of asking, should I warm up the food for the future? Atatameru is to warm up. A person is leaving while others are eating. The speaker asks, should I warm up dinner, keep dinner warm for the future? To do something in preparation for the future. There we are. I have been learning Japanese for... It's difficult to say. I've been learning Japanese on like Duolingo and things like that for at least a couple years. I think my streak in Duolingo was up to something like 1,100, 1,200 perhaps. But Duolingo isn't a great method for things, and I had taken a couple breaks here and there for sure. So, yeah, I have been doing my Anki deck for almost 2 years, a little bit. I've been doing it for 522 days. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm very proud of my progress. So, Anki is something I've been doing only recently. I've been doing the Duolingo for a lot longer. But I've been doing a lot better now that I've been using Anki and doing my vocab and things through that. And I have read a little bit of a textbook, the Genki textbook. But I am currently only like maybe 8 chapters into it, and I've stopped for months now. So I think it's kind of hard to say how long I've been doing it because it's been so scattered and there's been so many false starts. But I've been taking it seriously for the past year and a bit, for sure. And I've had a lot of good foundation beyond that with the Duolingo for several years. Duolingo definitely helps, I will say. Duolingo was like, it was huge for me in terms of learning the characters, which is the best thing for someone to use Duolingo for, I think. It is very good at making sure that you learn the basic characters and the katakana and hiragana. And then you learn some basic things of like sentence structure and basic particles. So it's very helpful. Even like I still do it even now, even though it is not the way you learn a language on your own. Like it cannot be the only thing you do. So I do still recommend it, but it did help a lot with that. But now I'm finally stepping it up in the past year or so. I'm very happy with my progress, even though I'm still like early beginner. Aw, well, thank you. I wouldn't call it too impressive. Like I'm still like below elementary school in terms of learning, I believe. I think I would not pass the N5 or whatever it is, the like most basic Japanese test, but I'm definitely doing so much better than when I started, so I do celebrate that. I get better every day, and that is the goal. Almost done here. Kisu no imi. The meaning of a kiss, toka. Toka is once again like things such as, or kind of an incompleteness to the sentence. Kangaete. Kangai is to think about something, to consider something. So think about the meaning of a kiss. This is a person lamenting a relationship. Yeah, I definitely think I know better than the average American for sure. So it does feel nice. It does make me feel very special. And I do want to do better, but I do need to make sure I celebrate how far I've come. And doing this has been very fun. It's been helping a lot. Being able to kind of yap about it with people and make it a kind of social endeavor definitely makes me stick with it a little bit better. Oh, hello, Ruana! Ah, you're finding me as I finish up my Japanese practice for the day. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you, as always. Okay. 考えてみて. We remember this as a to think, to consider. Temiru. Temiru. You can kind of remember, you may know that miru is the word for see. Temiru is to try and see. It kind of implies that you are doing something, but you maybe aren't expecting it to go too well. You're trying it out, you're giving it a go. Te kudasai. Kudasai, please. Think about it. Try and see, please. Ooh, yes, I remember this one. Was it rese? Reso? Your timing is so impeccable. I think this is rese. Rese. That is a slowly or carefully. So it is something to describe how you're thinking about it. So think about it, try and think about it carefully, please. Please try to think about it calmly. Yes, calmness, composure, yee. Please calm down and try and think about it again. This is my hero. Yee. Love this deck. Oh, thank you, Yee. I am very happy with the model. It is so lovely. This is the Suica customizable model, and I get so much happiness out of it. I love how I can just kind of, give a little wink or things. It is so much more fun than the PNG I've been using for so long. Wah! Even though it's a little bit fiddly, but I'm still getting the hang of it. Let's see. This is the one from earlier. Janakata Remember, kata is a past tense. Nakata negates it, so that it was, whatever it was not the case, was not. Ja, nakata. Ja is used to amend to an adjective. And this word is machigai. Machigai is a mistake. So if you put that together, this was not a mistake. Something in the past that was done was not a mistake. Doing this wasn't a mistake. Lovely. Sugoi, good, impressive. Usually, it's just kind of like something that is exceptional. Maybe it is just good, very good. Maybe it is something that is plentiful. There's a lot of something, or something that is very big. It can be used in a lot of ways, if I recall. So, great. Sugoi. Yeah, you see that a lot in anime. Watashi ni mo misete. Te is a shortening of te kudasai in this case, I believe. There is someone who is asking for something. Mise, is it miseru, mis something, is that? Is to be shown something, to, so please show me. So like, great, show me also, show me too. Amazing, also show this to me. Lovely, okay, it took me a bit to get that one, but we got it. It makes you feel nostalgic. Oh, that's fun. I assume that you are a lot further along than I am then. But hope they maybe it can be a bit fun to see me struggling through it a little bit. Wow, 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 wow. Whew. And there we are, we got it done. Currently on the 522-day streak of this deck. Studied 56 cards in 41 minutes. Lovely, lovely. And I've already done my Duolingo for the day. So that is all of my studying squared away. Oh, I'm tired. Okay, okay. Now it is time to give myself a little reward. I'm going to maybe load up some Minecraft and just kind of chill for a little while now. So that can be a fun thing to have in a little bit. In the meantime, I will need to go and set that up, and I also need to quickly get some more water and use the bathroom. So we will have a quick little break. Awawa. I will be back in a little bit. Should I use like I can use the starting. No, just use the. Yeah, I think it can just kind of. I'll just disappear for a sec. Oh, I will be right back. I am back. Let's get the little... Boop, there I am. Yeah. It's gonna take a little bit to get everything set up still, so... Need to open up a bunch of things and all that to get the server working, so it'll take a little sec. Christopher... Get that all running. The most Japanese I've learned so far in my life has been the silly Japanese-English mix nonsense. What I need to know for Japanese mahjong. Oh, I need to get better at Riichi Mahjong. I am so bad at it, but I wanna get the cute little voice packs in Final Fantasy XIV. Japanese is very hard in my experience, though. It is one of the harder languages to learn. Admittedly, I don't have too much experience with learning languages. Japanese is my first time really trying to take a crack at it, but the fact that it uses an entirely different dictionary and is pictographic, so you can't really sound out some of the kanji words, it's very difficult. Yeah, you can pick up a lot from exposure, too, though. If you do delve into it, I definitely think it'd be a good idea. It is very fun. It's a very nice little language to learn. It can be, really fun to challenge yourself and try and stretch your brain a little bit. Paizo recently put a book on Pathfinder into Oh, Asian fantasy setting. That does sound very neat. I've not kept up with Pathfinder for a while, but that does sound interesting. That could be a fun excuse, yeah. If you're looking for an excuse to start learning, yeah, go for it. It is definitely a big commitment, but if you do find the idea of learning a language fun as a hobby, I do think it's very rewarding and interesting. Especially if you often go out of your way to find Japanese media. If you watch a lot of anime or read a lot of manga, or like you said, you have interest in Japanese culture through something like tabletop, it can be pretty fun. If you ever want a learning partner, I always look for an excuse to find more people to learn with. So I started learning Japanese purely because I'm a hopeless weeb. I am not too proud to admit that. It is definitely for reasons of, I want to read more manga. I want to be able to listen to anime. I want to perhaps one day visit Japan and be able to just walk around and do things. I really like, the style and the culture and all that nonsense. It is for purely... Yeah. I don't expect it to be useful for, career. I don't expect to meet very many Japanese people in my day-to-day. Although there are, circles online where you'll find, Japanese spaces, maybe in VR chat, maybe just on forums or in Discord, where it would be nice to just meet more people and interact with more people. So, there's also those reasons. It would be able to expose me to more things, and that's always fun. So yeah, always very nice. And plus, just the idea of trying to learn a language is very rewarding. Having something that you are always studying feels very good because it feels like you are always trying to get better at something, trying to further yourself and stretch your brain and just I feel like always trying to learn something might be good to just keep your brain healthy, So that's another part of it a little bit. Get that. What is it? Is that the one? I believe that's the one. A little obsessed with making a character from the nation of Linvenair. The nation was founded by people from other side of the world who practically got lost and crashed into the sea now and didn't make the most of it. Oh! Apparently the writer for that bit was much better. Hong Kong, Chinese, English, or something. That does sound like a very fun setting. Oh, I like that. Just... a different culture just kind of washing up somewhere and needing to make do, and having that weird mix of inspirations is a very cool vibe. That makes me want to look into this setting too a little bit. Hmm. Very fun, very fun. Yee. Yeah, if you do end up wanting to learn the language, Duolingo is not a bad place to start in terms of learning just the characters. Then, you might move on to something like the Anki decks. Those are very good for beginners. Japanese like a breeze is very, very good. And if you ever wanted to pick up a textbook, I can't recommend Genki enough. You have a lot of resources. I've heard very good things about something called immersion learning. The idea that if you try and learn like an actual child would learn language, you might get good results. Which is to say, like, just being constantly exposed to nothing but your target language. Something like, watching a ton of untranslated, uncaptioned Japanese television, or listening to a lot of Japanese podcasts and just having yourself constantly be exposed to it. I've heard good things because like that is how children learn a language. They just kind of get exposed to it long enough that they start repeating it back and picking up meaning passively. But I have never had any results with it because I've never been able to stick with it long enough. I don't know. It is kind of the new age technique that you see a lot of people talk about nowadays in those spaces. Your mileage may vary. It is something interesting to try, perhaps, if it interests you, though. Oh, well. Let's see. There we are. Is the server working? If not, I'll need to mess with things. Get the category. Oh! Alarm going off. Get that set. Please try again. Okay, I need to troubleshoot some things. Always lovely. It's okay. I think I found results for this before. Where was it? Where was it? Ah! And then go on to... Yes. Adapting... Mess with that. Hopefully that doesn't fuck with anything. Seems stable. Volume is a bit high on my end. Let's fix that. And now things should be working. Hopefully. Ah, okay. Get that sorted. Let's see here. Elsewhere, the city state of Goka. Goka is absolutely fascinating. Pretty much a gateway between the rest of the world. Ooh! Boy bands, fancy arcade games. Side kaiju attack. Yeah, it sounds very interesting, and feel free to ramble. I am enjoying just kind of listening and watching you talk about something you like. Yes, everything is working now. If I can get the game capture set up. Oh, the thing's a bit offset. Need to raise it a bit. It's still a little bit wonky. Hold on. There we are. Ah! Yeah, we have Minecraft now. Audio working? Let me check that real quick. Seems very quiet, perhaps. Let me raise that a little bit. 5. Yeah, no, it still seems very quiet. Raise it by 10. Probably even more. There we go, that might do it. Interests are interests. I mean, yeah. You know, some things aren't for some people. I do find it neat. See, I'm gonna chill now and reward myself with a little bit of Terra Firma Craft, a little bit of Minecraft. This is the server me and my girlfriend play on. We've been doing it for about a week, maybe a little bit more. She made this lovely house that we have still yet to fully move into. It's very cute. Now, let me get a better angle. This river's slightly a bit now. You're into entomology? Oh, interesting. Bionicles. Hey, if it was what you like. I am into anime and tabletop and all sorts of nonsense. We all like what we like. She's made an absolutely lovely house. Has this cute little descending floor plan that slowly gets deeper and deeper until it leads into a nice little cellar. Oh god, she's expanded this a lot. Oh, it's so cute. Let's see, everything's working good there. Yes. Good. Let's see, I'm gonna start heading back, though, to the base I'm currently stationed at, so I can, let's just start getting some materials set up. Study of bugs. Fell into the late wife. Was introduced to it. The beetle. Everyone's interests are cool. It is neat and awesome to like something. That is my opinion on the matter. No one should ever feel awkward for liking talking about things that they like talking about. Although, perhaps that might come from the fact that I have a girlfriend who absolutely loves to info dump, and it is the most beautiful and precious thing in the world, and I love her so much. So maybe that colors my perception of things, but look. Autism Gober. You gotta love it. Let's see. These should all definitely be done by now. Put them away in my little food chest. This one could actually use some drying too. Get this sorted real quick. There wasn't anything back here I needed, right? No. Yeah, so this is the cave that we have been living out of for the past several months to a year in this game. It is not much. You have a little farm out here. Some of it's actually almost mature. We have pets. I tamed these. It was very difficult because they kept trying to eat me. This one's Sheila. She's lovely and precious and adorable. This one is Bitch because he's an asshole and had to fight me for ages. And this one is Pear. He's a little guy. Wow. Let's see, what did I want to do? I think I wanted to... Yeah, I needed to mine a little bit, though. I also could use some food. What do you... Bugs are very cool, honestly. I know some cursing nods on the subject, but I do fascinating to the end. Nature is amazing. It is lovely seeing how our little blue ball interacts with everything and all the weird things it produces. Let's see. I think, check my nutrition. I could definitely use some grain and vegetables. So, let's make a little bit of stuff for that. The doggies are very lovely. They are assholes who cause me no end of pain, but I love them. Oh. For those who were here last time, I did my Japanese thing. I played a little bit of this mod pack before as I was testing it out, but this is the server that I've been playing on with my girlfriend since then. It's been going very well. You've gotten quite far in a little progression of Stone Age nonsense. This mod pack is very strange, but you get used to it eventually. It's just be all realistic and everything. I actually used to hate Buggles, so my wife just started to rant about it. Yeah, like, that is something very cool. When your partner loves something and loves to tell you about how cool that thing is, it can really change your perception of stuff. In a good way. Yeah, I might as well just make all this into flour. It's really neat. I love it. If I want to be more efficient, I could probably actually take this back to the other house, because she has set up a working oven. But I'm lazy, so I won't do that. Oh, torches went out. Gotta reset them. Oh, do not mind me, I am just your background noise while you chit-chat. I am very happy with this arrangement. I already have the wood. Let's slap it on the fire. There's something very special just hearing a partner talk about something they like and feeling that free to express their interests and, you know, very nice. It's very cozy. I'm actually making a bit too much dough, but oh well. It'll go bad a little bit faster, but that's life. Actually, maybe I should keep this in flour for perhaps at least the rest of it. Get the bread cooking. Put down my water. It is very sweet. That is heartwarming as hell. I love it. Actually, the flatbread will last 2 months when it's actually cooked. Oh, but as flour, it'll last ages, so I might as well just leave it. Yeah. Oh, what will I make with it? Do I have any raw meat that needs cooking? This is pickled. Yeah, let's take the raw pork. Cook that. Put it back in the vessel for now until I'm actually going to use it. What else? Snowberry's going to take a little while. Actually, might be better if I place that side. Wasn't originally doing that because it was raining earlier, but now it should be okay. So this way it'll dry a little bit faster. These back in here, organize things a little bit. We'll not need these boats for a while. Cannot put them in a chest. Can I just place them down? Yes, I can. That's a bit awkward, but have to do. What vegetables do I use? Use months. Yeah. Wonder if I can use the dried fruit. I can test it. Otherwise, we're not doing great on... Oh, we got Yeah, actually, no, we're doing okay on those. So 5 months, so the berries are definitely first to go. Then I think we should use beets. Yeah, the beets go slightly faster. Good, good. So we'll take probably all the beets we have and all those meats. I wonder, should... I need even more. Yeah, we will need quite a bit. We'll worry about that a little bit later. We can do it in batches. Got the pork. Grab our beets. Actually, might... Yeah, we probably do it just those beets for now. We'll see. Oh, do not worry about it. It is very adorable, the sentimentality. Never feel bad about sharing your heart. It is lovely and beautiful. Let's see. Protein is... Actually, you can use a little bit more protein, but not a lot. Good. Extremely loud. Encouraged, even. Maybe, like, take a couple more. Even though they won't stack, but cooking them will still make them last longer, that's fine. Yeah, they don't lose any time on it. Stack these together. Then we can cut the fire. Don't want to use too many logs. Oh, it just barely finished. Very good, very good. Put the wood ash in here. Got my knife, got my bread, got my meat. Okay, we can start cooking. Oh yeah, those won't stack, so just gotta put them like that. What do you think? 2 meat. 2 beets, 1 meat. Yeah, that works. Oh, they spoil quickly, so let's not make too many. That's absolutely fine. That's maybe a bit too much anyway. That works though. That works. Now we have some more prepared food. Got some barley flatbreads. Those will last a month. I wonder if I can pickle a sandwich. I know you can pickle raw food. I don't know about cooked food. It would be nice to expand this thing's shelf life, though. Let's see if it'll let me. Got my vinegar here. Not do anything with vinegar alone. How about if I salted it first in my brine? No. So we'll just need to make sure I eat this within a month. This is basically gonna be my main source of food for a while. Here's some cooked venison, but that can go back in the pot, perhaps, because that will not go off nearly as fast. So what goes bad in a month? What goes bad in a month is just the sandwiches and this pumpkin. Leave some for her when she gets online. This can definitely save me for now, though. Look, I wasn't sure, because you can pickle meat just fine. Why not pickle a sandwich? What are you gonna do? Stop me? Are you the food police? There we are. That's perfect. That's perfect. So now we have a whole lot of food stockpiled. Yep, I think it's gonna last long enough. Have the sandwiches I need. Now, what should I do with my inventory here? Definitely don't need my fire starter. Definitely won't need the logs where I'm going. Won't need my jar lids. That's something I will use later. Definitely need the supports and the planks. And the torch. I should use more torches. Yeah, let's get some more torches. spark up a log and get some sticks cooking. Yes, I need the fire starter again. Yes, the torches are going. Shouldn't need too many, at least where I'm going, but still, it's good to have. We'll not need the hoe. We'll need the hammer and the axe. Take the javelin with me just in case. The plan I have right now is to go on a little mining expedition. Let's pack down that fire real quick so it doesn't hurt the dogs. Save the ash for later to make some fertilizer. Good, good. The hoe can go. As can the knife. Shouldn't need that where I'm going. I will need my prospector's tools. Prospector's pick, prospector's hammer, and prospector's... I shouldn't need those, but it'll be good to have. And the shovel, why not? And I can save everything else for other more niche tools. Probably would need the axe, but more than the anything else. Like that, perhaps. And then have my building blocks there for now. Good, good. I wonder, can I? No, okay. Honestly, javelin does 4 1/4 damage. How much does my knife deal? Yeah, but it will let me raise my shield a bit easier. Still, the javelin might be better, and I can just use my hammer if I need to block something. Good, good. This should be everything. I just have one more thing I need to do before I close up and start heading out. Let's check out the rest of these. Fill up the torches, get the torches good. Don't want any monsters spawning. This is our workshop. This is where Lexi smelts down a lot of our ores. Lately, she's moved on into the new base, but until we get everything moved from here, I'm sticking around on this area. Oh, missed one. Get that sorted. Good, good. Lovely, beautiful. Now... need to make sure I feed the animals. We have a little, very weird animal pen over here. This is a stopgap for the time being. A bunch of quails and yaks and a bit of pigs. Don't mind the eggs, those have all gone bad a long time ago because I never harvested them, but we don't really need them at the moment, so... There we are. Feed the oxes. We will need them to be nice and tamed when it is time to leave. Just sorted. And while we're here, I could go pick up these pumpkins. Pumpkins are our main source of fruit, which nutrition is an aspect in this mod that I need to keep in mind. You need to get a balanced diet in order to get more hearts. Increases your max health. I love this silly-ass mod. It's lovely. This is a terraformer craft. Joy upon joys. Yes. Currently, pumpkins are our only source of fruit. We are getting a couple berries, but they spoil too quickly to use effectively. So, yeah, they go bad in a month now that they're dry, so it's not too bad now that I've unlocked the ability to dry things, but still, they're not too reliable. Pumpkins, each one of these pumpkins can be crushed down into 4 chunks, so that's 16 units of food right there. Very good. I should not need this jar. I will need this jar for my actual food. Shouldn't need it for right now, so put it away. Get the supports. Shouldn't need that drill until later, but there we are. I'm ready to go. I'm not actually going too far right now. We need more copper. And I happen to find a vein of malachite over in this cave over here. So it's just a quick little jaunt over. Nothing too scary. Well, what damage type does this do? Just piercing damage. No, it doesn't even do type damage. Certain enemies are resistant to different damage types in this mod. It's a whole thing. For right now, we can possibly use the axe there instead of the torch instead of the shield for right now to get some light. There's some chalk around here, nothing too fancy. I wanted to take a look around really quick just in case we could find some halite. Halite can be ground down into salt, which helps preserve food. Very useful. I think there was some nearby our base, but I forget where. Not finding any yet. It might have been somewhere else. This entire cave is chalk. I forget if it can spawn in chalk. But give a nice little look around. Nothing down there. Prospector's Pick says just malachite, which should be over in the vein down there. More chalk cobble. Not what we're looking for. Let's head on. Ooh, maybe I should hit these torches really quick though. Refresh those. Help me know where I'm going. Ooh, did I go down here? Ah! Oh. Yep, I'm very bad at killing creepers. Whoa! Caused a cave in. Not good. Gotta watch out for them. And this is just the way I came, if I recall, so nothing special. This is where the malachite is, if I recall. I'm not sure if I got all of it, though. Ah, there's like a couple left, it seems. There might be larger bits of the vein, though. Very large sample of halite. There's another one around here somewhere. We can explore. So, difficult thing with mining. This can all collapse on me at any moment. Let me quickly just block this off for now. Whenever you mine a block in this mod, it will check the area around you to see if any of it is unsupported. If that is the case, there is a percentage chance for it to fall on your head and kill you. This also makes all of the ore around you of a lesser quality. So you need to place little supports like this in order to protect yourself. Now, the supports themselves will not stop rocks from crushing you when they fall on your head. They just make it so that if you break a block within their little area, I think it's like 5 blocks around the horizontal pieces here, breaking a block in the area will not trigger a collapse, but if you trigger a collapse elsewhere, the blocks over your head can still hit you. So you need to be very careful. I have learned, though, that wooden blocks do prevent rocks from falling on their, like, they stop blocks. They are not affected by gravity. So if you place a little cover of wood, you can at least protect yourself from dying, but it will not stop the collapse from ruining the ores, annoyingly. But we got a poor piece of malachite, only 4 millibuckets of copper, but take all we can get here. Make sure we mine under a little protection, just in case! Okay. You see what I mean now. I thought that area was protected. It was not. Horizontal bars do not protect everything around them. They only protect some of it. So let's collect these wood again. Thankfully, the wood did protect us, so we aren't in too bad of a way. Jump up here, jump up here. Good, good. But that was dangerous. Okay, let's figure out what we did wrong. So, right, the horizontal bar, it does not protect many blocks above your head. It only protects maybe a couple. It mostly protects blocks in front of you, on either side. So, if I wanted to protect the area above me, I would need to mine out a couple more of these blocks and place that horizontal bar further up. So let's go and do that really quick. That should be enough. Get my axe out. Break that. And don't need to be that far. Just like, around there. Ah, get these supports. Very expensive. I said very expensive. Don't want to place them haphazardly. There we are. Mining in this mod is very time-consuming, but is what it is. There we are. That should be good protection for a whole big area. We should still be careful just in case I am wrong. So let's place a bit bigger of a shield around here. And we should be able to mine safely. There we are. Sadly, that has decreased the value of these ores. Ah. Damn it. So it does not extend too far below. I need to keep that in mind. Okay. Let's start moving these forward a bit. Huh. Damn it. Ah. Fell in a hole. Where was that hole? Block it off. So perhaps we want another bar in the middle here to protect these lower lying areas. That should help us. There we are. So now we should be safe to mine this because it's within the area of this support. That area should be protected here as well. Nope, I was wrong. Lovely, lovely. Alright, thankfully breaking wood does not cause collapses, it's only stones and such. So maybe... Okay, let's just make one for each level. And that way we should be completely safe in an area in front of these. Admittedly, this means I have less space to make my little protection areas, my little shields of wood. But as long as let's just try to mine out a little area in a circle around here. And that should help. That way I can get a better look at things. So we want those. They should be protected. Just in case, as always. Place a little thing here. Stand under it. Lovely, lovely. All of this for just a little bit of malachite. But that's life. I'm hoping that this vein extends in further in more directions, though. That is the thing I'm banking on here. I thought I got most of this vein, but you never know for sure. And if there's just a little bit more, that could help us a lot, because copper is the thing that we are running low on, especially. Now, this is a little bit awkward in its place. Maybe I can just kind of... Honestly, just place one there. Place it here. That should do it. Yeah, I'm hoping that the area around here will lead into another part of the vein. If I search a little bit. Oh, maybe not, though. Very large sample of halite. I forget what halite is an ore of, but... No, very large sample of malachite. So there is malachite around here as well. Creeper there. Can't get me right now, but should be careful. Now, is there more Yes, there is more malachite over in this direction. We can try and get that. We should be free to break these blocks. I should have maybe stood under my protections for that, but that's okay. And then, if I make a bar... make a bar here, that should do it. Yes. I will need... Probably just take these now that we aren't finding any more in that area. Oh! Creeper. Aw, man. Don't gotta worry about him too much, it's okay. Maybe, box area up a little bit. Just in case someone doesn't sneak up on me. That'll do it. Yeah, we're good now. As long as the floor does not go out from under me, I should be safe. Here's open. We want to go over here, past this torch. Or place that. Place that here. Yeah, come out. Still needs more? There you are. I think that's on the same level. I think that's on the same level. Let's give it a go. Oh, we can climb up now. Lovely. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, well... Never said I was good at this. Created a fucking path for him. Ay, ay, ay. Block it off. Block it off. What am I doing wrong? I think I just... That particular piece was not supported by what I was trying to do. Let's... Because it does not support everything below you. Just... Nope, that's not it. Huh. But we have seen that there is more malachite here, so that's good. Will that do it? That should get this one, I think, and I think it should get that one. But I guess it did not get that lower block, so that was the issue. There we are. We are finally getting it. This block should be good. Lovely. Let's fill up a little bit. Was that more down there? Lovely. So the collapse is doing something a little bit good for us, which is it's showing us where some of these other deposits are. Is that within the... I think that is it within the area. Once again, wrong! Oh, it broke it! Did it break it? Ah. My lord. Okay. Extends 5 blocks. Place it here. This is within the 5 blocks. We should be okay. I am so awful at mining. I've died several times mining. Why? Okay. Use supports liberally. We have a lot of them. Just litter the place with it. Litter. We have the technology. Should be safe. Good, good, good. Okay. Now we can mine out an area over here within this protection, inside which we can place yet another protection. So this is how you do mine shafts. You just expand your area of influence with these damn things. I shouldn't need to place another. These have 5 blocks. Just in case, stand under the thing. Why? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Eh. We're learning, perhaps, in theory. Right there. Place it down there a little bit. Squeak our way down. Give ourselves a head protection. Should be okay. You know what, let's, place yet another bar. Especially on this Y level. Place down that, just to protect our head. Safe, I think. There is a chance. There's a chance for it to give you a warning, and there's a chance for it to collapse on you. Okay. I think I want to expand this area out 1, so it provides a little bit more protection. So we're going to dig out 1 on each side. Just in order to... Why? I thought it protects the one outside. Maybe it might only protect the ones on this edge. Yeah. And not the ones on the other sides of it. If that is the case, what we could do... in order to expand things out, is to make a vertical one. So this protects on either side here as well. So this is protecting in front, which means we can bring it out another step. Stand under the thing. And since it's brought out another step, we could perhaps make it larger. Protect even more of this vertical area. Now that this vertical area is protected, we have a little bit more leeway to build over here. Okay, it's slow going, but, you know, at least it's not too stressful. We are just digging. So it can just kind of be chill times. Now that is not protected. We should be careful over there. This should be protected in all of its spots. Because it has this one expanding 5 blocks in front of it. Lovely. And, I think this should be safe as well. Good. Now that that is safe, we could expand it out 1 more, giving us a bit more room. Give it another Y level. Let us dig a bit further. Why? One, two, three, 4, 5. I could have sworn. These damn mechanics. Yay. These are all part of the verticals. Should be able to break these as well. As long as we're careful with it. No, not a problem, not a problem. There we are. Expand these out. Can't do a 4-way like that. So that's okay. Now, how to get these? Let's get rid of this. And actually do make that a cross. I feel like that should protect... No, it doesn't go there. It doesn't go there, but... Yep, breaking those won't cause it. Nope. What? Don't want that. Oh, it's having them because I don't have enough. I pick these up again. Lovely. Skeletons. Love to see it. Love to see it. Just gonna slip around here. Damn it. This is a mistake. Okay, we're good. Never punished. Okay, what we're doing? Yes, we wanted to project that out in order to ideally provide protection to these blocks. Might be working. Okay, okay. Okay. I would like protection on these blocks above. These are a bit richer veins. In order to do that, let's try removing some of these. I can put that there. And put that here. Good. We want something above, like over here. And that should provide protection to these. Because it is above them and on the right direction. These ones, yeah, these ones are more iffy. But I think the vertical here should be okay. Let me test that. So this entire vertical shaft should be safe. For like several blocks, and that'll let us expand. So if you wanted, maybe you could actually bring it a bit further. I'm using a lot of these. Let's gather up these ones. We need them. Creeper? Aw, man. Well, he can't get to me, I think, but don't really want him hanging around. Nope. He's my shield. You fool. Fine, we're fine. Right, gather up these. Breaking these does not cause collapses, they only prevent them. New torch. Now we have so many more supports to work with. Okay. I want to make an entire large, just platform that is safe, so... These blocks should be safe to break. Good. Rinse out a couple. 1, 2, 3, one more. And if I'm correct, all of these in this direction should be good to break. Yes. I believe you always have enough room to keep going with the supports you already have placed. It's expanding them in further directions, which is the issue. But if we make a box that has those supports on each end, I think we should be good. So that is my current goal. So let's expose the area a bit. I know what I'm working with. Perhaps actually, oh, that was... Ah. Ow. Alright, that was my issue. My bad. Okay. So now I want to work with this entire area. Good, good. Want to get rid of that, ideally. Lost that plank. I'll need to go back for those later. I guess I'll go back for them right now. Seems safe-ish down here. Good. I have to get up. There's a skeleton somewhere. There we are. Good, good. Now we can place down... There we are. This should be nice and safe. I think. So outwards in all directions that these are held in should be safe. Above it, not so much. I would need to... I don't know. I'm unsure how it works. If I can just... If the vertical above them is considered safe. Maybe let's not worry about that right now. I would like more room just to be able to see if I'm doing better even when I put down these, but fuck it. Let's just keep it simple for right now. Let's get rid of the veins on the sides of the walls and everything, so we have more idea of where everything is. Actually, we probably should keep that there. That's fine. Safe. This is one we can break. Yeah, wood is very expensive, so I'm going to take all of these with me when I leave. But that's a good platform to just be safe in. Now, if I did this right, these are safe. Good. Lovely. Nice. In all these directions, I should be able to mine out a couple of blocks as long as they are within the area of the... like, within the same shape as these supports. Oh. There's supposed to be some low stakes, just kind of stress-free, gathering some resources. It ended up not being that. But now we're finally making a little bit of progress. Lovely, lovely. Lovely malachite. Oh, there we go. Now it's time for the like relaxing reward that this was meant to be. See, I'm hoping just kind of expand these out in each direction, make a kind of sort of a strip mine almost. By just kind of expanding them in, yeah, every way. Eh? Oh, I'm thirsty. I need to drink water. See, there we are. I will need to go back for more water eventually, but right now I'm good. Lovely, lovely. What? Why? Why? What? Why? That's within the area, isn't it? What? I'm confused. Let's just keep going. At least we won't die. Nothing here should cause us to die, per se. As long as I'm not silly. Good. This one can actually go out more, but, hold on. Yeah, let's, break these ones, too. Okay. Relaxing. Low stakes. Lovely. Get these. Place the new one. Switch out for those. Good. Break these. Place the new one. Good. Just be safe. Break these, these. Break that. Good. Now we can expand them in all directions. Lovely, lovely. Good, good. Okay. Next stage completed. Back to mining. I wonder what the issue... I don't know. This game is weird in all of its ways. At least we're still getting malachite. There's still some here. Yes, copper is the big thing that we are stuck by. We have found a lot of neat alloys that we can make now, like bronze and tin and all sorts. The problem is that those alloys are predominantly copper. Why? But why, though? But why, though? You confuse me, game. Those had a vertical here. Each vertical is supposed to protect. You confuse me, game. I'm nearing the point where I just kind of, cheese it. And just cut my losses a little bit and take what I can get. And, what that looks like is... Oopsies. Let's find a normal piece. It's a good normal piece here. Find a better spot. Need a bit more space. Nah, yeah, I'll just need to do it there. What that looks like is I place a block above me to make sure that I cannot have a cave-in topple on my head. And I mine recklessly and hope I do not hit the chance to die from it. Because it is a percentage chance for it to happen. As long as I am lucky, then I will live. And the block above my head will prevent me from taking damage from the one directly above. That's a skeleton. Should be able to get me, though. Okay, so every time the shake happens... I thought it doesn't give a warning every time you break a block. Does it? So every time I wasn't getting a warning, were those blocks safe? I thought it was just a percentage chance to give a warning. Yeah, see? See? So yeah, it's difficult because you can't always use the lack of the sound effect and the particles as a sign that you are doing things safely. It is utterly random whether or not it will punish you. This is a very good spot for me to do the risky thing. And I think there should be no chance that I die from this. The only problem is, every time that happens, where there's the shake and everything, it has a chance to lower the quality of the ores around me. So this is basically just a Hail Mary strat where, fuck it, I will take what I can get. And if the ores degrade, then they degrade. I am at least getting something, which is better than if I just call it quits and do not get anything from this expedition. So we did get several tools worth already. This is good. This is not a bad expedition, despite how everything went. This one here is a good one. Annoying, but fine. Oh! Went down there. Alright, I think I can call it quits with that. Don't want to be too risky here. I would like to head down and collect anything that fell. There is a skeleton. Annoying that. I don't think those can hurt me. Those are just like... It's like gravel. In terms of what its mechanics. Now, skeletons are annoying. But thankfully now I have a shield. It shouldn't be too scary. Good. And some bones. It's not like there's another about. Here, we're gonna give us some light. Recover whatever blocks I can from this fiasco. Jesus, this place is a mess. Ow. Cave. Is that one coming for me? Can't tell. I'm not finding any malachite dropped on the ground. Huh. Alright, good. I think there's a block around here somewhere. There it is. Lovely. And I think that is everything that was here. Now, I could keep looking around. There was, like... It said there was another ore around here somewhere. I could take a little look-see. Just know that we are being a bit risky with it. Nothing here. What was it? It was halite. That isn't the salt I needed, is it? Yeah, something's around here. There are more veins here. Maybe I'll come back here eventually with Lexi and she can help me figure out what I was doing wrong. Highlight. Be good to look into. More halite. Yeah, it's just finding me the halite here. I've been here before, haven't I? Oh, yes, this was another malachite vein, wasn't it? Yes, this is the huge one I had before. Okay. Now I recall, the one back there was only a small one I found. And then I went deeper and got all this. Okay. I won't worry about that too much. We have a good bit of copper now, and if I need more, I can just come back here, maybe with Lexi, and we can have a bit of an easier time. I will try to get this halite. If I recall, this is something I did need. Let's just basically cover this entire top, and we should be very safe in the event something goes wrong. Let's get to it. Let's just be sure of this. So, halite. Yes, that is salt. Always could use salt. That is good for preserving food. Admittedly, I am running low on food. I need to remember. Will this give me... I'm mostly running low on water. Thankfully, my pumpkin there can help me stretch my water a little bit longer. Long enough to get the halite. There we are. I was running low on halite for salt. So this is pretty big. With that can be a nice little haul. I thought I already broken that. Whoopsies. Yep. Good. Halite. Should be feeling fairly safe here, but, you know, just in case, it's... Yeah. That should be so safe. That should be so very safe. I should not need to worry about anything here. And yet I am extremely worried about everything here. Oh well. Nothing to do about it, just gotta keep going. I am very much enjoying this mod, though. It has been delightful. I look forward to it every day, playing with her. Get rid of this loose chalk. We do not need any more loose chalk. Good. I do need to think a bit about what I am doing later in the day. I'm stuck between either writing or getting some auditions handled. Writing because it has been so long since I've produced any content for a while. And I'm slowly getting somewhere where a new audio could be released. It's just, I'm still in the writing stage, and that writing stage is going pretty slow. I'd say I'm maybe halfway done from where I want that audio to be. So, I'm not there yet. But I am also running in on deadlines to some auditions I wanted to send. So I'm kind of in an awkward position there, where I would like to do both at once, is the big thing. Am I not? Yeah. I would like to do both at once, where I record the audio I want to make at the same time as I am recording auditions. And that way I'm kind of, you know, knocking them out both together. But the problem is that the writing is just not anywhere close. I'm pretty sure if I stopped and waited until I was finished with the script to do any of the auditions, that I'd basically be guaranteed to miss the deadline of those auditions. And so I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm still on the fence. Part of me wants to just say, oh, screw those auditions, I probably wouldn't have made the cut anyway. You know, be a little bit pessimistic, but also lazy, and I just, you know, oh yeah, let's not do the work. But, part of me is saying, no, come on, do it, you know, always a good idea to just try and get your name out there, and it could lead to something. Even if it does mean doing 2 recording sessions, which admittedly probably would not even delay the actual writing or audio or anything. Because the thing is, it'd still happen. It would just, you know, I usually write in the kind of afternoon and I record in the evenings. It would not really change things much. Use these maybe to help me. No, those aren't solid, so it doesn't matter as much. Oh well. If we get collapses, we get collapses. Like that. That's probably good. Let's gather up all our junk. Definitely need the wood. There we are. Yeah, let's gather this up and, that'll be that. That's just gravel, nothing to be worried about. Or, cobble acts like gravel, I believe. No issue. Put that in the offhand. There we are. So yeah, maybe I'll try to record today. We'll see. Ooh, if I recall, just breaking ground blocks is never risky, so you can do that real quick. But yeah, we'll see. It will depend. There is one issue in that I'm sort of losing... Jesus. Okay, I wasn't expecting that, but, you know what, let's just head out of here. That's enough for that. That almost killed me, and I need water. Good haul, good haul. Home free? Nothing. Woof! I was not expecting that to happen, but we've established that I do not understand the mechanics for cave-ins whatsoever. Oh, let's go home. Nah, I need to get rid of that, get an empty hand so I can drink. Nothing. Oh. Yeah, I'm losing my voice a tiny bit. So actually, it might be a good idea to call it soon so I can give my voice a rest and be ready to record. Maybe say around 5, 6. That'd be a good idea. Oh, are these mature now? Damn it, these are mature. I should really Hmm. Oh, torches are all out. There we are. A lot more halite. Get rid of this stuff. Don't need that in there. Halite, bones. Oh, what did I put there? There. Yes, nothing else needs to go in that chest. We can honestly throw out a lot of this other junk. Absolutely not required right now. Lovely having a river nearby. Convenient trash disposal. Fuck the environment. I lost a lot of supports on that, annoyingly, but oh well. I could have sworn I picked up them all, but such is life. Maybe I traded them out for other ones. That's probably possible. Food, good. Put away my tools. Won't need them. Done. Mining for now. Don't need the shovel. Don't need the hammer. Don't need the axe. Let's put away the malachite. I don't know if she has a place for that right now. It seems like she has moved over a lot for storage, but I will just drop off the malachite here for now. Or she'd probably prefer if I brought it out to her. I can do that for her, no issue. Off we go. I should probably harvest that wheat, but it's okay, it's not a big deal. I'll be logging off soon anyway, and the wheat won't grow while I'm offline, so no issue. A big stretch. Yeah, so I'll rest my voice a little bit and then force myself to record. Such is life. That nice little mining interlude. A refresh. I had planned to maybe stream a little bit longer, but the body apparently has other things in mind. His voice is starting to go, and I'm feeling a little bit hungry, and all sorts of things. When did I last take the dog out, too? The dog should be fine right now, but probably soonish. Yeah, such is life. Oh well, it's still always nice to get in a little stream. Part of me wants to make those little chore streams where I do my Anki and then have a little bit of me time. A part of me wants to make those a recurring thing, but we'll have to see. It is always a lot on me mentally to do in the morning, which is why I always end up doing it near the evening instead. So there you go. And off we are. Her workshop is right over here. I can park in this little bit where the water doesn't flow. Which one of these is gonna have malachite? Bismuthite. Copper. Really, that's in all of our malachite. We must have more. I'll be damned. Too much. Gonna have to overfill into another one. She needs chests. I don't have the materials for a chest on me. This is annoying. This is difficult. Vessel. I could store them in the vessel. I might steal that vessel and use it to store some of these. Yeah. As long as I tell her to look for these later, she'll know. And that way, there we are. Yeah, there we are. Good. Ah. Lovely. Okay, that's as good a stopping point as any. And I need to make sure I don't talk for the next several hours. Which is difficult for me. I love to yap. But for now, that can be, me. Alright. Is there anybody to raid at the moment? Who is on? Who is on? Yeah, no one who would, yeah. No one's on right now. Oh well. It seems we will just need to call it a close together. So I will see you all next time. It was lovely having you. Hope I could give you a nice little bit of company this little afternoon as we both got done whatever we need to get done. Give you a little bit of entertainment, give you a little bit of a voice to talk to. Definitely was nice for me. I got to be a little bit social and yap about Japanese and show off my cute little Minecraft world, so I'm quite happy. So I will see you again soon. Have a lovely one. Bye-bye.